some of the Black Friday deals that we had gotten. I had been watching Naturally Thrifty Mama, and I had taken a lot of her hints. This would only be the second year since I've been married and an adult that I would have participated in the Black Friday extravaganza or the event or anything like that. In all of the years past, I never participated. Last year I went, and I had wanted Joe to do this video, but he's a little camera shy, but I think he would tell you that we both kind of looked at each other because we had gone Thursday night because my sister-in-laws would go, and I would be like, oh, so what's the big deal about this whole thing? And I thought I just wanted to experience it for once. And I think we got a few good deals, but for the most part we walked away saying, never again. But watching Naturally Thrifty Mama's videos and stuff like that, one of the things she encouraged was to really go with a plan. And so we had done some online research, and we knew we had some needs, some things that we were needing, and so we kind of tried to make a list of what those things were, and then to try to kind of shop around for the deals. And so we were really able to avoid all of the craziness this year and walk away feeling very successful with the deals that we got. So I'm going to start, actually, we did end up going Thursday night. It worked out a little different than we had pictured because our son ended up running a fever that night, and so I did not go. But my husband Joe very graciously decided to go. One of the main items that we were looking for was a vacuum cleaner. So you can see this big bad boy right here next to me. And our vacuum cleaner had broken. I loved my vacuum cleaner. It was a Kenmore, like a progressive canister vacuum, and I really like canister vacuums. It was easy to use, it was light, it wasn't like heavy on my shoulder or anything like that, which was important to me because I used to clean professionally office buildings. And when you vacuum a lot of offices and long hallways, it takes a wear and tear on your shoulder. So I've just never really liked pushing a vacuum cleaner, so I was looking for something light. So I've always loved my Kenmore canister vacuum cleaner. And it did a great job cleaning. It had a lot of nice attachments, very easy to change the attachments in and out. But the one problem we kept on having with the vacuum cleaner was there was this one part, and it kept on breaking. Like every year we were replacing this part for $100. And so we were just a little bit like, you know, we just can't keep on replacing this part year after year. So this last time that it broke, which was a couple of months ago, I've actually been using my sister-in-law's vacuum cleaner. She had an extra one. And she had a Dyson, which was an upright, and it was light. And so I started rethinking my whole philosophy on uprights and thought, well, I might be open to an upright. Anyway, we did some searching. We were really impressed with the reviews of the Shark. One thing we do wish we had done different is if we had really prepared ahead of time, we would have actually gone to stores and like actually lifted some of the different ones, because this did end up being a little bit heavier than the Dyson. We had wanted something that had more attachment options, since that's what I'm used to. In the Dyson, you have to buy those separate and everything, so it ends up being more expensive. And so we had thought, well, the Shark has those attachment options. We did end up finding this deal at Kohls, and Kohls opened at 6 o'clock. First off, Rural King was open from most of Thanksgiving Day, actually. They closed at 6, so we did our whole Thanksgiving thing with Joe's family. And then at Rural King, Joe works outside, so he does construction and different things like that. And when you're working construction in the winter, it's all about layers. So you have your thermal layer, you have your shirt layer, and then you need a nice warm sweatshirt, and it needs to all not be too bulky so that you can actually move, because you know, if you wear just a bulky coat, it actually gets into a safety issue where it's not necessarily safe when you're needing to be flexible, you know, when you're framing or different things like that. So at Rural King, there are these really nice sweatshirts, and they're very warm. They're a little more expensive as far as a sweatshirt goes, and they were on sale. So he actually went to Rural King, and he went like right at the end of the day, and he got 2 of these really nice warm sweatshirts. I mean, they still weren't cheap as far as a sweatshirt, but for what he needs them for, this was just a really great deal for us. So we definitely got 2 of those. And while he was in there, he found a couple other great deals. We had seen that their cat food was on sale, so we went ahead and got a big bag of cat food for our cat. So we're set on cat food for quite a while. And then when he was in there, he found this, and we had been wanting to have one where it would tell us the outdoor temperature, like before he goes out for work in the mornings. So this gives us the outdoor temperature and the indoor temperature. Ours had broken, and so we were needing to replace it. So he got a good deal on that. And he drove over to Kohls and saw that there was a line outside of the door, and he was like, there's no way I'm doing a line again this year. So he actually, my daughter had gone with him. They went and they got special drinks. She could not stop talking about this, just how special this was, that her and Daddy went and got special drinks. And they came back. They were there like 5 minutes after the Kohls doors opened at 6 o'clock. The line was completely gone. He walked right in. He walked to the vacuum cleaners. He picked up the vacuum cleaner. This was on sale for $230. And then we had a 15% off coupon, and then we got, it was $15 in Kohls cash for every $200 spent. So we ended up getting $60 in Kohls cash off of this baby. So once you take that into effect, and I'm planning on using that for different needs that we have, it really was a steal of a deal. So anyways, and I can do a more detailed review of this vacuum cleaner if you guys want, of what I like and what I don't like about it. The other thing at Kohls, this is my pair of brown boots, and I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, they've seen their better days. And also this high heel, it just wasn't really safe for me to be wearing something like that. So we have been looking for a pair of boots. And when we were actually looking at the vacuum cleaner, I happened to see that Kohls had a pair of brown boots that was going to be a Black Friday deal for $20. And I told Joe, well, you know, if you go in there and you could get that, that would be great. So I was able to get a pair of brand new boots for $20 with the 15% off. I think that is like $17 for a pair of boots. And then plus, you know, that did factor into some of our Kohls cash. The other thing is our coffee maker had broken. So we actually decided to bite the bullet. We've been like on the fence about a Keurig for a long time. Like we weren't sure if we loved it, but you can get like the single serving basket that goes in, so you don't have to buy the expensive K-cups. And so we finally decided, you know what, this will be okay. Our other coffee maker, we can get it to work so that we can, our big thing is that we like to have family over and stuff like that. And so sometimes we need a full pot of coffee. But otherwise, just for Joe and I throughout the day. And I like that I have hot water accessible now, so I can make my teas and different things like that throughout the day too. So this thing was on sale for $99, and then we had the 15% off. And then plus, we got Kohls cash on this too. Now the funny story is that this did not ring up on the receipt. So we're actually planning on calling them tomorrow and asking them what they want us to do. Like, do they want us to come back in and pay for it and give us the $30 in Kohls cash that we would have gotten from this? Or are they just going to give it to us for free, since we did walk out of the store with it? It was an accident. Somehow on the receipt, it wasn't until we got home and I was like looking at the receipt and was like, this does not add up, not with everything we got, that we realized that it hadn't actually been paid for. So we're going to be checking on that. I'll let you know actually if you want later on. But we felt like we got some really awesome deals on some bigger items that we were really needing. So overall, our Thursday Black Friday, I think Joe was home by like 7:30, because the whole thing was just walk in. He knew exactly what he was getting. He walked right to it, and then he walked to the lines. He said he stood in line maybe all of 15 minutes, which was nothing that we had experienced last Thursday. So the whole planning ahead thing definitely worked out for us, and we're really happy. I think I'm most happy, this is going to sound funny, but I'm most happy about my boots. But I'm really happy with everything else that we got Thursday night too. Now, I did go Friday, late morning, to do some shopping too. And I'm going to go over that in a separate video on the Black Friday deals that I was able to get when I went shopping Friday. So we'll talk to you later. Be looking for that video. Okay, thanks. Bye.